everybody. NC4 Excel, North Carolina for Extreme Lovers. You brand new hunters, you brand new activators, we welcome you. We really, seriously welcome you to what is going to be probably at first very confusing, fun, exciting in so many different ways. But you really don't know the road you're getting ready to travel on. So, what we're going to do, I got the eyes on so I can read some of my notes. See, I even wrote notes so that I can try to remember to focus on some of the things that myself and many other amateur radio operators have experienced, and try to give you an opportunity to look ahead on your journey with Parks on the Air. That's what we're going to try to do. So, bear with me. So, I have to have the glasses on. I know it doesn't make me look any better, but it sure can't make me look too worse either. So, I want you to think of some of the answers to these questions, and I'm going to try to share some information to help you along. Repeat offender. I keep hearing people talk about repeat offender. If you, the hunter, work an activator at 20 times at that same park, that activator, you can get a repeat offender with them. If you work that park, whatever park it is, however many you want to do this to, and you work somebody, and it could be 16 operators, it could be 2 operators. The number of operators don't make a difference, but you get a repeat offender hunter for that park. Okay? If you should happen to work that one park, and we're not talking the 60,000 we have, that one park by many activators in multiples of 100 contacts, then that's an eagle's nest. And if you should work 10 different parks, all with 100 contacts each, 10 different parks, all 100 contacts each at that park or those parks. Now you're getting into the stalker, you're getting into the prowler, and the more parks that you work for eagles, again, 10 parks at 100 contacts each, put you up into another level. Something to shoot for. That's all that's for. As an activator, hunters, you don't participate here. You only create. Activators, when you activate a park, you have an opportunity of repeat offender, activating it 20 times as a activator. But you also have an opportunity for that park as earning 1,000 contacts at that park, and that becomes a kilo. Whether you do it in 4 trips, 2 trips, 20 trips, 35 trips, it doesn't make a difference. When you achieve 1,000 contacts at that park or any park you activate, you start earning kilos. Now, keep in the back of your head the following. you receive your first kilo and a certificate of achievement in the award section by the park number. And any additional kilos at that same park are only for you. You will not get an endorsement of any kind. I have 50 some kilos at 83.13, but I only have one certificate. And that's how the kilo system at present works. Now, you may want to set goals as an activator. What your biggest day is. It's for you. It's not for anybody else. You're challenging yourself. I use the term me, myself, and I. So if you want to do 40 contacts, it's not a race. Remember, don't give me this time stuff. I did it in 30 minutes. Who cares how long it took? It's what you did in the length of time you were there. So look at if your personal goal, your achievement that you seek is to do 40 contacts, 60 contacts, 100 contacts, 200, 300, 400. I got over 500. Yeah, it took a long time, but when it happened, it happened. That's a long range, I'll never do that type of goal. And we all have those. So think about it as the more you do, realistically, where you want to go with this. Again, remember, it's not a contest. Nobody's going to buy you coffee. All right. Some folks look at how many activations they want to do. I've got mine up there because I go to my circle of parks all the time. And some people, they want the number of states that they've activated in. There's 50 states plus DC, the wild card. Some folks, they plan on how many states that they're going to operate QRP in, how many states that they're going to operate strictly QRO. Oh, let's change it up. We're going to add some more things for you to think about. Whether you're going to do it on CW, FT8, or strictly sideband, or slow scan TV, or satellite. Do you see the directions that you have in front of you are just so enormous about what way you want to go? Well, remember, you go the direction you're interested, not what your buddy or your lady friend suggests that you ought to try. You do what you feel good at and have fun at it. So let's go down this list. Most common, everybody likes to do the worked all states. And don't tell me you can't get it done in a 24-hour period, because I'll call you a liar, and I don't mean that ugly when I say that. But with propagation is as it is at present, if one were to, and I'm not saying contest, just be out in an area, in a park, camping or whatever for 2 or 3 days, you can clean up 48 states easily. Everybody says Alaska and Hawaii is the toughest, but after the first time of working Alaska or Hawaii, then it seems like they're always there. The thing is, don't work it on what you think is the best band for you. Follow the spotting page, follow the propagation cycle, and be willing to work those bands to get there. I worked Hawaii on 20 meters yesterday. I got all excited because I've worked Alaska several times on 20 meters. But Hawaii was 5 and 7. It was unbelievable. I had to ask him the second time, because with propagation, you don't know what you're going to get, where you're going to talk to, but it's going to be fun. So put in the back of your head, do you want to work all states on one band, or do you want to work all states on mixed bands? Do you want to work it on mixed modes? Oh, we're not done yet. I'm only trying to create some more things for you to think about. We have it here in the States, worked all states, but let's go to our neighbors in Canada. Worked all provinces, not NOT, not territories, folks. Provinces, 10 different provinces. Now remember, it encompasses a large piece of property, and their weather is a little bit different than what we have here in the States predominantly. So you might not find it as easy as you think trying to work a park in all of the provinces. But it's another challenge for you. Remember, me, myself, and I is the only person that you're trying to challenge. It's not a contest. They're nice achievements for you to work towards. Let's continue on. How many states that you want to activate? When most people get started, they do the first or close states, depending on where they live, where they can do 2 or 3, and then some are travelers. So they're going to travel from one side of the United States. And you get Chris and Tom and Kevin that travel abroad. They go out and go to across the pond countries and activate. So they're activating different areas. There's so many things that you can do if you have a desire to choose to. Okay. As a hunter, you're going to run in, and I'll attest to this, to a point where you're going to say, man, I didn't realize I talked to 10,000 people so far. I didn't realize that. November 4, Alpha Tango Juliet. Every month, he sends out a QSL card to the person that was the 1,000th contact for the month, or 10,000 for this length of time, or 15,000 for overall. He has a desire to do that, and it's very unique. But you as a hunter, what's your objective? What would you like to see? How many people would you like to make in a month, in 6 months, in a year? Those decisions are yours. Something to think about. DXCC is something most everybody's familiar with, working different countries. Alaska, Hawaii, Puerto Rico are considered entities, even though they're part of the United States. And the United States is an entity. So there's 4 right now. And then you have Canada, Germany, France, Spain, Italy, Bulgaria, Poland, and the list goes on and on. With Parks on the Air, you have an opportunity to work many different countries, folks, in their parks. Some of their parks are heavily activated, and a lot are not. So they become a great adventure chasing a DX park across the pond. So keep that in mind. You can work all states, you can work all provinces, and now you can work on DXCC, all these different countries. On the POTA page, you'll see where it says DX entities. That's all the different countries. And that's a good place to play. Put your cursor over it, let it drop down, let it show you the country itself and what station you worked and what park number you worked, and it gives you the date. That's a play field, seriously. Go on to the awards page and do some searching, or click on the words stats, your stats, and see what you have done so far. When you first got started in Parks on the Air, you worked and got achievements for 10 contacts, 10 different parks, all the way to 75 to the Sapphire. And then you worked 100 different parks. And then from 100, it took a change. I just yesterday finally reached number 5,000. I work any park I hear anytime I can, because overall those contacts will lead to another opportunity to achieve a personal goal that when I first started this 4 years ago, I had no earthly idea. None. It's learning and learning and learning, and that's what we're doing. Let me see here. My last note was very simple to this. Work all the activators you hear. Okay? If you hear them, work them. They're out there for you. It would be a shame that you don't take the time because you don't know the next level that they're sitting on as an activator or yourself. I'll share this with you and now I'll shut up. And again, I hopefully have not offended you, but you're new people. There's so much information that if I tried to just on my side share it, I really probably get you confused and I don't want to do that. But every activator needs hunters. And the hunters, the more activators you work, the more opportunities will come. The different tier levels, go into the awards section and read about the different awards that are offered. They use the word award. To me, they're achievements. They're a file that you can download, you can print. Each one is important. As an activator, you may be at your 50th activation or your 500th activation or your 1000th. Those are special things for you. Because when you first got started in amateur radio with Parks on the Air, you had no earthly idea where you were headed or how long it was going to take you to get there or what obstacles or people are going to be involved in getting you there. But Parks on the Air has given each one of us an opportunity to chase what we want to chase and have fun doing it. And as each one of us do this, we become better operators. We now understand our antennas much better, how to make things work when they break out in the field. It's a learning curve for all of us. Parks on the Air has contributed to many businesses being profitable because folks like you and me will go out, get in a park, or go out and work the parks we hear from the House 73s and C4XL North Carolina for extreme lovers. I'm not just Dom, the darling old man, 73s.